It began quietly, almost invisibly, hidden in the digital underworld. Most of us spend our days on the surface of the internet, social media, online shopping, streaming movies, but beneath that layer lies something else entirely. A place built on secrecy, anonymity, and shadows. A place most people will never see. And in that darkness, someone was building an empire. At first, it seemed like nothing more than a clever experiment, a marketplace tucked away in the hidden corners of the web, powered by a strange new digital currency called Bitcoin. To those who found it, it was shocking, not because of its design, but because of what it offered: hard drugs, forged documents, illegal services, a black market Amazon, just a few clicks away. Running it all was a figure who called himself the Dread Pirate Roberts, a name borrowed from a film, a name designed to inspire fear, and more importantly, to conceal who he really was. He wasn't a mob boss, he wasn't a gangster, he was something else, a young man with ideals, obsessed with freedom from government control. He told himself he was building a world where people could choose what to buy, what to use without interference. But with every transaction, the stakes grew higher. The site became legendary. Thousands of sellers, hundreds of millions of dollars in trades. Cocaine, heroin, LSD, all moving through encrypted channels beyond the reach of law enforcement. Buyers left reviews, sellers offered discounts. It looked and felt like any other online store, but it was untouchable, hidden away in the darknet. For users, it was paradise. For authorities, it was war. Agencies around the world, the FBI, DEA, Interpol, all wanted the same thing: to bring down the man behind the mask, but he had made himself invisible, wrapped in layers of encryption and anonymity. Tracking him was like chasing a ghost, and yet, even the smartest criminals leave traces: a username on an old forum, a careless email, small details buried in the code that investigators began to piece together. Meanwhile, behind the mask, the idealist was slipping further into darkness. Paranoia crept in. He worried about traitors, about rivals, about losing control. In secret chats, he discussed brutal measures, even paying for killings to silence threats. Whether those plots were ever carried out remains debated, but the fact that he considered it revealed how far he had fallen. The hunt ended in 2013. Agents surrounded a library in San Francisco. Inside, a 29-year-old sat at his laptop, quietly running the world's most notorious black market empire. He had no guards, no weapons, just one fatal mistake. His laptop was open, logged in as the administrator of the Silk Road. Within seconds, it was over. His name was Ross Ulbricht. The arrest shocked the world. Here was not a cartel leader or a shadowy crime boss, but a well-educated young man, polite, intelligent, soft-spoken. To some, he was a visionary. To others, a digital kingpin who turned technology into a weapon. In court, prosecutors painted him as dangerous, a man who built his fortune on drugs and destruction. His defense tried to frame him as an idealist blinded by his own philosophy. The jury didn't hesitate. Ross Ulbricht was sentenced to 2 life sentences plus 40 years, without the possibility of parole. Today, Silk Road is gone, but its ghost lingers. New dark net markets rise and fall, each claiming to carry on the legacy. And Ross himself sits in a federal prison. For some, a cautionary tale. For others, a martyr in the battle over freedom, privacy, and control. This isn't just the story of one man. It's the story of what happens when technology collides with human ambition, and when the dream of freedom becomes a prison of its own making.